Welcome to our new cost of living crisis videos.
Yes.
We don't know what we're going to call it yet, so whatever popped up in the intro before my face appeared, that's what it is. Welcome, Will.
Thank you, Jack.
We wanted to do these videos because there is something happening at the moment with the cost of living crisis, which I'm sure everybody was fully aware of before the news was taken over by something else, although that will increase the problem. We wanted to make these videos because we're getting more and more people coming to the cafe who wouldn't normally engage with House of Bread, wouldn't normally need to engage with House of Bread, but are suffering because of the cost of living crisis. And we wanted to make these videos to explore different reasons of why that might affect people, what help we can provide, what help we can advise people to go to get it, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. You're seeing it a lot more and more at Cafe 43.
Yes. And in fact, last week we had the greatest number of people are coming in through the days that we're open, and that tells me something about the impact of the cost of living. So the cost of living, as we know, is a result of all sorts of political issues, the cost of resources, and then if you layer on top of that the current issue that we're dealing with in Ukraine, then potentially this is going to be very problematic for a lot of people for a lot longer than perhaps just the sort of leading into the summer and the spring months. And the reason we wanted to share that with everybody is, one, to say it's a thing. Absolutely, it's a thing. Secondly, we are a resource either to come and enjoy our food and have a conversation and just stay connected with the community, which is really important, not to hunker down and think, you know, I'm not going to address it. And secondly, is about the resource that we can bring to bear.
Secondly, thirdly, fourthly, I'm not quite sure. Carry on.
And then also as well is the resource we can bring. So if you're somebody who is in that situation and experiencing cost of living issues around sanctioning your benefits, unemployment and so forth, then we are the resource for either information to help you sort of work your way through that, and or just a place to come and have a chat. But it's about the resource that's out there. There are a lot of people in different organisations across the whole of Staffordshire who are funded by central government, supported by the community, who do and can help you. So I don't want anybody to think they're on their own.
And it can be quite difficult to find, and
yes,
over the years we've got better at finding it, we've got better at meeting people who know how to find it.
Yes.
And we wanted to do these videos as well to address the stigma that comes along with asking for help. I'm getting more and more phone calls, people ringing me to ask if they can come down and get food bags, get support, and the embarrassment that's attached to that I say to people, you know, look, I understand it must be really, really hard, but please don't feel bad for it. You know, it's the stuff that's happening, they're global events, they're decisions made way out of your home. So it is happening to you, it is not happening because of you. Yes, a lot of people can make different choices, but again, that's being forced upon us. So there's a stigma attached. We want to kind of break that stigma. We want to give people advice. We want to welcome people before it gets to a horrible crunch point.
Good point, because very often I'm dealing with people where the envelope that they've opened is the last envelope of a series of 5 or 6 over a long period of time. And I know people have different views about, you know, utility costs and the council and all sorts of things, but at the end of the day, nobody wants to make anybody's life more difficult than it already is, and they don't want to create a situation where there isn't an access to support. But because inherently as human beings we tend to sort of go, oh, I don't really want to look at that, we'll hide that in the bin. Actually, what we're saying is, come and share it with us, come and meet some of our caseworkers, come and understand what we can provide in the way that you want it. So if you're somebody who is sitting at home and, as I say, you know, you phone in and Jack has a conversation with you about, do absolutely come and have a conversation. Don't feel that you're either taking advantage of us, because you wouldn't, or don't feel that you're taking a resource that somebody else is worse off than you.
No.
Your situation is your situation. And that's,
if you need help from us, we've got more than enough to go
exactly.
around. If you need help from other places, they're getting extra resource to help people in your position.
There is no shame in any of this. And the other reaction I get quite often is people are very keen to say, well, when I'm sorted out, I'll come back and help volunteer. And that's great. But the point is to get you okay, get your family okay, get you in a place where you can eat, sleep and think.
And it's no good getting to that place and then going, yeah, no, I'm fine, don't need any more help. knowing that next month you could get a weird
Yes.
bill and you're straight back into it.
Yeah.
That's one of the things we want to talk about on these videos is getting help, getting support when you're okay allows you to build up some sustainability.
It is all about
if something was to happen again.
Yeah, and the other thing again is I always, that vicious circle.
Hopefully that's cropped out.
But it's about sustainability, and that is critical because these things have a habit of taking time and a journey to unpick.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're not saying is we can quickly fix the problem. We can resource for food very quickly, and we can provide clothing and so forth at your moment of need. But what we're saying is actually come on that journey, let's unpick it, let's get it to a place where you can budget, you can live your life without the anxiety of worry, and means you can sleep better.
Wow, that's a big promise.
Wow.
Whether we can do that or not is up to you. Right, thank you, Will.
Thank you.
So watch this space for ongoing videos around different topics, more detailed into individual areas. That was just an overall view of what we're going to look at, but we'll go into details in more significant parts of why the cost of living crisis is affecting people and how you can get some support. Don't, like I always say, like and share these videos. These are really, really important because if somebody sees them who is just about to struggle or struggling, it might really, really help them. And you've made that difference just by simply clicking a button. I've already said thank you to you. I need to say thank you to you guys for watching as ever. Until next time, goodbye.
Bye.